Good day and welcome back to another Dbz Dokkan battle video. And in this video we are going to be taking a look at basically, to cut a long story, how well INT Piccolo Jr. does in the Cell Max event. Now, as you guys know, or hopefully know by now, the Cell Max event, as per my usual disclaimer, is an event that's best taken on by units that have evasion, damage reduction, guard, or a combination of two of the three, or just all three in general. The Cell Max event is an incredibly strange event in that the event starts off relatively slow, however it ends up picking up pace, it starts out relatively quick with two relatively difficulty, mid-tier kind of difficulty stages, but then advances into something a little bit more complex, and quite frankly the hardest stage in the game still, by quite some distance. So because of this means units don't generally have the time to stack. So if units can't really build up their defense really quickly, or to a certain extent, it can kind of hit them in the ass. So realistically speaking, it is quite challenging for some units to really kind of pull things together. Now obviously the big thing with Piccolo Jr. is that he's INT type. So Piccolo Jr. already has a kind of natural sense of evasion, guard, that can help him in this scenario. So that's pretty good, to be honest. It makes him way more functional than what one might think. Now obviously the big thing with the Piccolo is that he does take a little bit of time to build up, but generally speaking you should be able to get him relatively stacked beforehand. He has a pretty strong team for Cell Max as well, in the form of Terrifying Conquerors, and some pretty tanky first choice units if you want to, in the form of the Golden Freezers, who are probably some of the best top tier choices for this event as tanks. So he's got a relatively strong team, he himself is relatively strong. So how does he do in the event? Well, he does fantastic. Because of his innate kind of ability to be strong as a unit, he obviously is really powerful when it comes to offensive performance against Cell Max. His type advantage makes him really strong, regardless of the fact that he has attacks effective against all types, and he also has his active skill, which can provide a interrupt if required, which is always helpful in high level events. So obviously Cell Max has a ton of Piccolo Jr. has a ton of benefits against Cell Max, but is that everything? Well, not only that, but his team is strong, he is strong, and the big thing that I really like about him is because of how his passive works, you can stick him in the first slot, and if you got a couple of dupes in him or have link leveled him, he's going to be more than fine. That's one thing that's really cool about Piccolo Jr. He can realistically hold his own against Cell Max in a ton of ways, and it's that kind of flexibility that you have with him that makes him so strong. That ability for him to really just kind of control the battlefield, dish out big damage, be very strong, just be a great unit. Him being able to be in the second or third slot, him being able to be in the first slot, just tons of fantastic flexibility and options when you look at Piccolo Jr. in this kind of scenario. Yes, of course, everyone likes first slot units. Everyone wants them to be, the go-to unit. Everyone wants them to be everyone wants units that can tank. People don't like units if you can't tank attacks, and people don't like you. But Piccolo Jr. combines natural, incredibly good raw defense alongside very strong, very good offensive output. And I think this is where, for me at least, Piccolo Jr. is such a success, in that he's not a unit that is just an offensive beast like Yamcha. He's got a good mixture of both capabilities, and I think this is where, for me, Piccolo is exciting as a unit. So that kind of covers everything, I guess. I don't think there's anything really that one might say is super important when it comes to this, anything else to say. You're going to see Piccolo perform incredibly well against Tech Cell Max here. He's going to do a fantastic job. So yeah, realistically speaking, there's not too much more to say. I think if I had one complaint, it's just that unlike Goku, who's got Kid Goku as one of the best units in the game as his linking partner with the best links for him, Piccolo shares decent-ish links with really strong units, but just doesn't share fantastic links with one super strong team option. And I think that's the only real shame when it comes to, you know, Piccolo as a unit, like, at least for me. And it's not his fault. They could fix that. They can very easily EZA Strength Demon King Piccolo in part 2, and all of a sudden INT Piccolo will very quickly become the best unit in the game that way. So it's really not anything to say negatively against Piccolo. It's more so that once he gets that link partner, it will elevate Piccolo even more than what he already is. That's going to be it from me. I hope you enjoyed the video. Let me know what you guys think, and I'll see you guys next time. Till then, take care, and bye.